Oh, banana.
There you are. Angel. Yo, Angel. Hey, there you are.
Sorry.
So, I have a question for you.
Yes.
When is it acceptable to give someone a self-help book as a present?
I need context.
For graduation.
Oh my god.
You know, just asking for a friend.
Oh my god.
Just wondering.
All the time, Chase. Every time is a good time to get someone to sell that book.
Dude.
Oh my
So
god.
my mom got me a self-help book.
Please tell me it's a is it a chicken soup book?
No.
Damn it.
It's, I got it right here. I read the foreword and introduction for a laugh. It was pretty good. It was funny. It's called Find Your Way. Your Why. Find Your Why.
Oh my god. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'll just read a little passage.
Please.
For you. A little passage for you. So, just to set the scene, there's this guy, right? He's getting on a flight. It's a 3-hour flight.
Oh, yeah?
And he sits down, and this guy sits down next to him, and he asks him, what does he do for a living? And he explains he's in the steel, he's an engineer, and he deals with, like, materials and, like, steel specifically from Sweden.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, the guy who asked him that was one of the writers for this book. And this is where we're gonna pick up.
I'm so glad that I'm streaming right now because this sounds lovely. Go ahead.
As he wrapped up, Steve looked at me expectantly, obviously longing for a follow-up question that would let him talk more about steel. Trouble was, I didn't much care for what Steve did. It's not that I'm aloof or unsociable or interested in, or just only interested in gossip. I'm none of the above.
Oh my god.
What draws me in is not what people do for a living, but why they do it. So instead of asking Steve how much his steel cost or who his best clients are, I turned to him and said, "So what?" Word for word, this is what this says. Well, Steve faltered, not understanding the question. I think he was being polite. I think he was like, "Oh well, fucking asshole, I won't talk to you about it." So I put it another way. I get that the steel you sell is very pure. I get that it allows for lighter components, which makes machines more efficient. But so what? I wrote dude, this book is like, for the first like 12 pages, it's just marked up with like red ink from me, just bitching this guy out for being such an asshole.
Dick, what the fuck?
Steve stammered a bit more. He pointed out, well, not so much material needs to be used. Getting closer, I pushed a little more.
Oh
And
my
what difference does that make? For a moment, Steve looked as if he might crumble. Yeah, because you're fucking putting pressure on a guy, just diminishing his job, fucking going, whatever, it's alright, and then continuing the conversation.
Like an asshat.
Yeah, for a moment, Steve looked as if he might crumble. All he wanted was to make small talk. Yes, I could gather that. He wanted to make small talk. He didn't want to be judged. Now he was stuck with my weird questions for the next 3 hours.
They're not weird questions, you're just being a dick.
The tables, he puts in parentheses, the tables had turned.
Oh my god.
But we kept talking, and I helped him find his answers. What a fucking bitch!
Such an asshole. What the fuck? What's wrong with this person?
I don't know. So the next paragraph is just dedicated to like what Steve does as a living and the positive impacts of it, which he could have gotten. I wrote to the side because he literally describes Steve's job here. How would you have not? This is me writing. How would you have not learned this by asking normal fucking questions? I'm sure he would have had a conversation.
Why would someone pay such money?
Yeah.
For a dick.
I started crossing out whenever the author put I just crossed it out and put con. I was just like, nope. Oh, sorry, no lie.
I don't care. That shit's funny.
So, let's see, what is this bad?
What an asshat. Oh my god.
I know. Okay, so this is after he describes his job for him, by the way. Saving fuel and reducing pollution is great. I said. One of those situations where I crossed out the I. But there must be something more to this business that keeps you going for 23 years. That's a long time to do something and still be passionate about it. There must be something more at stake. Something that you truly believe. I prodded him. And then, dude, you've been harassing. We had prodded him. And then it happened. For the first time in our conversation, I saw Steve's eyes light up and his feelings poured out. Dude, my feelings would have poured out in frustration into this guy's face.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you that right now.
Jesus.
Steve has committed to keeping the planet healthy for his children and future generations, and one way to do that is to be more responsible in the way. He finally found out what answer this fucker was looking for. To shut him the fuck up. For all the time he'd been talking to me about steel, he never once mentioned this. Probably because he doesn't want to, like, push his political ideals on people, even if this is true. Yet it was the very thing that inspired him to start telling a stranger on a plane. You pressured him!
Yeah.
You pressured him. You probably asked, he asked him. I asked Steve for permission to rephrase his sales pitch. In simple terms, I began speaking as if I were Steve.
What an asshole.
I believe in using natural resources for the benefit of humankind, and I also believe that we should do so responsibly, safe and healthy for our children.
Like, fuck.
This is what led me to become an engineer and to join my current organization, a company based in Sweden, a country committed to sustainability. Has developed a way to help engineers create lighter, more efficient, greener products, and our particular path to a more sustainability happens to be lightweight steel. And then he writes in, I'm okay. So this next line gets me. Thank you, Steve said. You just put into words the reason I love what I do. And I wrote next to it, I'm sure this is accurate.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's no lying during that story.
Fuck this man. Like, piss off. Why such a dick?
Dude, it's this whole book. I'm just like, well, I only read through the introduction, but I can't. The only way I can justify. The only way I can justify reading this book is by creating a YouTube series on just shitting on it.
Please. Or just go on to streams and just talk about it, because it's so good.
No, it's a train wreck.
It's so bad. Why would you start a
Can you
book off
believe
that
this as
way?
a 4? Can you believe this as a 4?
I refuse. No. Where?
4.5 on Amazon.
I refuse to believe that.
It has a 4.5 on Amazon. I looked it up.
I absolutely refuse to believe that shit.
It does.
That's hot garbage. That or people, I know people are retarded, but like...
I think it's a mixture of retarded people and people who are paid to review.
Jesus.
Let's see, what's the book called again? Find Your Why? Which doesn't make sense, Find Your Why. Okay, yeah, it's got a 4.5. Read you out. I'll read you out this four-star review. I read Start With Why and Find Your Why back to back over just a few days. I'm sure it's sunk in. Sinex's famous TED Talk, presented in 2009. It has over 3. This does not smell at all like someone who professionally reviews for people. It has over 33 million views. It was so powerful to me.
Wait, this was based on a TED Talk? I refuse to believe that.
This is no, he had a TED Talk. Don't you know that TED Talks are bullshit? So, I'm convinced this guy's paid.
Yes,
It was so powerful to me that I had to see where he was with it now. The man has a theme. He calls it the Golden Circle.
why, how, and what. Why is the reason, how is the means, and what is the result. They all have to be in balance, driven by the way.
Sweet Jesus.
And when they are, you will achieve authenticity and success. The theme hasn't changed. In terms of the start with why concept itself, you'll find a little new here. You'll find why is a how-to book. Sonic and his team, Peter Docker and David Mead, and Docker and Mead in particular, provide a detailed guide to defining and sharing the why, how, and what within the actual organization. Using the process.
Oh my god.
Excuse me, this is the very important review. I'd prefer you to keep your comments and laughter subsided till the end. Oh my god. The author states, that's the reason this book exists. If start with why makes the case for the why, find your why provides the steps to show people how to actually do it. And it goes,
fuck
it does a good job at achieving that goal.
Oh my god, that is such trash.
You want to hear the thing they open up with?
Yes, please. Everything
Very
that
first
you
page.
feel like sharing about this book, I want you to share.
Why do you do what you do? Why do you get out of bed in the morning? Why should anyone care? It is one of life's greatest joys to wake up in the morning, every morning, with a clear sense of why the day matters, why every day matters. This is what it means to find your why. It is the start of an inspiring journey, your inspiring journey. That's the first page. It starts off with this bullshit, like home but not home.
Garbage.
There's 7 chapters to this book.
No, I know. It's not a big book.
Oh no, it's a book. It has words in it.
That doesn't constitute anything as a book.
It's got bindings. It's physical. I can hold it and hit people with it. It's a book.
Dude, shit, it's a book. Jesus. Oh my god. Holy ass.
Forward by Simon Sinek. Fulfillment is a right and not a privilege. Every single one of us is entitled to feel fulfilled by the work we do, to wake up feeling inspired to go to work, and to feel safe when we're there, to return home with a sense of sense that we contributed to something larger than ourselves. Fulfillment is not a lottery. Fulfillment is not a lottery. It is not a feeling reserved for the lucky few who get to say, I love what I did. Any choice words about that paragraph? It's not even a paragraph, it's 3 words with like it's 3 sentences with a space after it. You got any choice words about that?
No, it's all ass. It's just oh my god. Whoever wrote this.
Like you don't think that fulfillment is a right and not a privilege?
Oh my god. This person's a fucking lunatic.
Next paragraph. For those who hold a leadership position, creating an environment in which people are something bigger than themselves is your responsibility as a leader. For those who work for an organization that does not leave you feeling inspired at the beginning and end of the day. You must become the leader you wish you had. Regardless of our rank in the organization, every single one of us has at least one colleague, client, or vendor whom we can take some responsibility for how they feel with us. The goal is not to focus on what's standing in your way. It is to take steps that will have a positive and lasting effect on everyone. You should see my markings, dude. Like,
I can fucking imagine. This sounds like bullshit. Fucking god.
I started writing.
It sounds fucking cold.
Yeah, no, I didn't pick up on that until. She gets. The concept of why. It's a deeply personal journey born out of pain. I wrote next to this, no, it's not, you dunce. I discovered the idea at a time when I had lost any passion for my work, and I wrote next to that, welcome to the real world. The advice people gave me wasn't helpful either. Do what you love. Find your bliss. Be passionate. I wrote that next to that. Duh.
I feel like it'd be
accurate.
appropriate if you said this in an Irish accent the whole time. Like, fucking... Oh my god.
It's just like, it's fitting. It's fitting.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I'm gonna take a couple more. Listen.
Yeah.
I shat on it for about 15 minutes. And she told me she hadn't even read it. It just had good reviews.
Oh. Good job.
And that's the reason why has been. He treats Y as a noun, by the way, so if it sounds confusing.
Yeah, no, I got
That's the reason why.
and I just don't know it yet.
Oh my god. You really do need to have like page by page. You're serious about it. Oh my god.
Alright, next paragraph. The TED Talk I gave in 2009.
Oh my
In my first... book.
Oh god,
I'll wait for you to recover.
Alright.
This is not funny business, this is serious.
It's ridiculous.
Finding my Y group. Let's just do finding my Y.
For the world.
I'm sure there's like forums that people congregate to.
For
but- next to
Oh my god.
people and organizations who know their why, I wrote down, that literally makes no fucking sense. The concept of why and the golden circle became a huge piece of the puzzle to advance. A huge piece of the puzzle to advance this world I imagined. But there was a problem. I wrote next to that, more than one, trust me. Though I was able to make the case for the existence and power of why. And though I could help some people and organizations discover their why,
Oh my god.
I wasn't able to get to or help as many people as we needed to if we were going to have an impact in lots of people's lives. My team built upon what I started. Basically, he got enough money and said, I'm out.
Yep. Oh my god.
They made my process even better. They started helping people. I wrote next to that proof. They developed an online... They gave me margins to write in.
Oh
And I took advantage of that shit. They even developed an online course to help people discover their why.
Is there... Oh my god.
And I wrote next to that scam. So they made a scam.
Do the
but
course
even
still
that,
exist?
But even that wasn't enough. I don't think it does. I didn't see it. And when he said, but that wasn't even enough, I wrote next to it, I'm sure it wasn't. That's the reason this book exists. Not really a reason, is it? If start with why makes the case for the why, find your why provides the steps to show people how to actually do it. You gotta, it shows you how to do it. Didn't get that in the introduction, but maybe it comes later.
Maybe.
This is the foreword. So we're a little bit before the introduction now. And just as start with why illustrates, it seems like he's referencing his previous book a little too much, like he's trying to get more people to buy it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, and just as start with why illustrates, though I may be the guy with the idea,
Oh my god.
I don't know how to bring it to And that's where David and Peter come in.
David and Peter.
Peter Docker and David Mead.
fired there.
So
He no longer has a job.
that's one of two things.
Yeah.
He either left. Like a
He was trying to
dipshit,
brainwash everybody else there.
or they
Or
let
he
him
got
go
fired.
yeah, for good reason.
Yeah. I'd say it's a pretty good reason.
Yeah.
He did this without ever asking me or anyone else for his help. I wrote next to this, "What a martyr." Once I got wind of what he had done, I was blown away by how deeply he understood my ideas
What? Okay.
and his ability to put them into practice. I wrote next to this, "What did he do?" Peter retired. He's not talking about David. He's talking about Peter now. Peter retired from the Royal Air Force and wanted to continue a life of service in the private sector. He discovered my work, ego again. I wrote ego trip next to this one, and reached out to simply say how much it inspired him. He has combined my ideas with works he was already doing to amplify its impact. Right next to it, how? Soon after, none of my questions get addressed.
Oh,
By the way,
no shit.
none of my questions get addressed. Soon after we met, he started mentoring folks on our team, just out of the goodness of his own heart. His own heart. Just the goodness of his own heart. What a sweetie. What a
swell guy.
What a swell guy, dude. Just out of this. He co-authored this book and probably had a split in the sales, but he did it out of the goodness of his heart. His work was so good that we started using many of his ideas to help build our company and grow our movement. Cult. Whenever you hear movement, just replace that word with cult. Cult. Because they implement a lot of cult tactics in this book.
No shit.
Yeah.
God.
Both eventually joined our team, and a deep friendship formed between the two of them.
What? What is that insinuating? What the
I don't know. I just wrote "all" right next to that. Their collective genius, heavy-handed. I wrote that. I wouldn't put it. Has taken my work and made it even better. So when the opportunity came to write a follow-up guide to start with why, I turned to David and Peter for help because I'm too busy rolling around in my own fucking tub full of hundreds. Give a damn. Let's see. Where did I these guys are the how to my why. And I wrote down so I wrote down next to this, so there are more questions now. And I love our movement / cult. I love that our movement has given them the ability to share their expertise with so many more people. This book has been years in the making, mainly because Peter was illiterate and David's retarded. I'm sorry. So the book has been years in the making. Peter and David have traveled the world to talk about the why and work closely with individuals and organizations to help them understand, discover, and use the concepts. They refer to the why as if it's an actual thing. why is why important if you need other questions? I don't know. That's just something. They have heard the questions, discovered the roadblocks, and found better and better ways to advance the vision / cult. And that's where you come in.
We just
What's
joined.
up?
Oh,
What's up?
Alright, continue please. Otto,
Okay.
you miss. Oh, it's on my stream. So, can you please give him the premise? Please give him the premise of.
Just summarize until now.
You can't. It's
I
impossible.
can't. It's too long.
But go ahead. Tell him your tale of what you've now acquired via your mom.
Yeah. So, for my graduation dinner, my mom gave me a variety of gifts. Let me ask you this first. When is it okay, as a graduation gift, to give someone a self-help book?
A what?
A self-help book.
A self-help?
When is that okay? Like during a graduation, when someone graduating as a gift, when is it okay?
Public?
At the Longhorns, yes. Oh no, I got back at her because I called her back today, and I read through the forward and intro, and I just shat on the book for like 15-20 minutes.
Yep, it's been fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you lost because you read the book.
Oh no.
No. This is a gold mine. This thing is the biggest like non-cult thing I've ever read.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. Jesus Christ.
Wow. But yeah, no, that's not cool at all. Dude, you and your family are like shit when it comes to gift giving.
Dude, she was doing great. She gave me fudge. She gave me a new fucking backpack. She gave me like, a $100 gift card, a card, a little frame with an inspirational quote in it, how much she cares. And then the self-help book just ruined everything. She bought me a great steak dinner. Like, it was going great.
Yeah.
But she never read it. She just saw the Amazon reviews.
Oh my god.
It was like, okay.
Alright, man. Oh my god, it's golden. It's wonderful. Alright, continue with your review of this book. Like, this is what.
Read through
Yeah.
right now. So if you have questions,
or commentary, please pitch in because it's wonderful. I'm just laughing like a goon.
okay. So Otto, if you have questions, save it till towards the end because you are a little bit behind on the rest of the class here.
Oh yeah, there is a first book. There's a first book that apparently you're supposed to have read or something.
Yeah.
Also,
she got me the second book in that self-help.
and on top of that, oh my god, on top of that, you need a partner for the book. You need a partner for this self-help book to actually, like, god damn.
So yeah, if you have questions, what?
Should I ask your mom to be your partner?
No. No, I'm pissed at her enough.
Not anymore. I'm having a good ass time.
I mean, no, now I'm having a good time. But that's because I don't take this serious whatsoever.
Oh,
It's too funny at this point.
Did you already tell Chase?
oh no. Otto might be coming up here sooner than expected.
Yeah. So my lease actually ends July 4th instead of August 4th.
Oh wow.
So a full month early. But anyway, I didn't want to cut you off. Continue with your critique of the book.
Yes.
Okay. Well, no,
It's a read through. It's a read through with commentary.
Yeah.
God.
Okay, so picking up where we left off.
Oh my god.
If we
Yeah, dude, just listen. All you need to do is listen and just take it in holistically.
yeah,
Oh,
if we are to profoundly change
fucking.
the way, if we are to profoundly change the way in which the business world works, if we help organizations create cultures in which trust and cooperation are the norm rather than the exception, if we are to build the world reimagined, help lots through the work of my team. Through the work of my team hold on, wait.
Wait,
My
what?
team is doing through the work
English?
my team is doing. Through the work my team is doing is making a dent. We alone will be unable to create the kind of change necessary. It will take an army.
Wow, that's fucking.
To be a practical guide.
Oh my
A
god.
complete self-contained handbook
What?
that gives any person the pieces they need to discover and articulate their why.
It's supposed to be a self-help book.
Fucking build a business. What the fuck are they talking about?
Oh no. That's the point. Oh no, you forgot the best part about the fucking the forward or whatever. Oh my god. Alright. We'll work back around to it.
Alright.
God, such a dick. This author's such an asshat.
Okay. We designed the book with lots of space in the margins so that you can take notes along the way. I wrote next to this, have been, smiley face. Fill in the blanks, dog-ear the pages, highlight as you go. Don't be precocious. Precocious? Precocious.
Precocious?
Precocious, yeah. And I wrote next to that. Find your way is a journey. Maybe hold on. English. Through all the how-to steps may be in the book, it's going to take work and patience to really get it, like the sentence. Remember, this book is a guide. And I wrote about that, not fact. Not fact.
I'm gonna move back twice and forth.
All the steps to make the progress your own. If you find something that works better for you, then do it. And then I wrote next to this, so it doesn't mean anything then? Like your steps are just arbitrary?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you could definitely do what we're telling you to, but I mean, if you found something better, then
Yeah, just do you, man. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
yeah. We left space between the lines. Right then, better
Listen,
stuff.
man, there's more than one road to Rome. I mean, that's all I'm saying.
And this probably isn't the best one, but it's the one we're giving you.
Yeah, this is the one I'm advertising. It's bumpy, it's full of cracks, and I'm sure there's plenty of bandits and thieves along the way. Me being one of them. Now, give me your wallet.
Give me your wallet.
Let me look at the back.
Oh my god.
This book is marked for $20.
Oh god.
Yeah, well, there it is.
Hey, it's not $20 I spent.
Fair enough. That's fair.
You know, you should use that gift card she gave you to buy the first book.
No.
Oh my god.
Think of this book as the gun that fires
What?
at the beginning of the race. Hold on. The gun that fires at the beginning of the race.
That's such a weird.
That bang.
Every sentence is a metaphor.
Yeah, I know. That bang fills you with excitement and energy as you set off. But it doesn't do anything after you start to go. He needs to rethink his metaphors. But it is the lessons you will learn as you run the race, and as you learn to live your why. That will inspire you and show you what you are capable of.
Oh yeah, so why is used as a noun?
It's as a noun, yeah.
Dude, I feel so inspired right now.
Oh, dude.
So good.
Oh, and and remember the most important lesson. The goal is not simply for you to cross the finish line, but to see how many people you can inspire to run with you.
Bullshit! You're gonna fucking race! The most contradictory horseshit.
There's an entire section in the bookshop called self-help, but there's no section in the called help others. This is what we This is what we are all doing together.
Oh,
we are
my-
pioneering the help others industry. And I wrote next to this.
Oh my god.
I literally threw it up in my mouth when I read that sentence. I threw it like I've been drinking a little bit, and so like I just had this natural reaction to just vomit when I read that sentence. It has shortened my lifespan. I don't know by how much, but
Oh my god.
for
Just
all
like screenshot some of this shit and send it to your mom.
thanks. I should just send her clips of the stream where I'm just hitting on it.
You could.
Send her a link to the video.
Oh my
For
god.
all the people who want to learn their why. And oh my god, hold on. Okay, we're almost at the end of the foreword, and then I'm gonna go out for a smoke, and I'm gonna come back, and I'll catch Otto up on the douchebag.
Oh my god, thank Christ.
Okay. That sounds good. I'm about to be home. I'm on Discord on my phone, so like
Yeah. I'll be done soon. It's half a paragraph. So, for all the people who want to learn their why, who want their companies to start with why, who want to help others find their why,
Oh my
for all of the people who want to help build the world, enrich the vast majority of people, wake up inspired to go to work, feel safe when they're there, and to return home fulfilled by the work they do, I say, welcome. The more.
what's the title of this fucking book?
Find your why.
Okay. There has not been a single sentence about helping yourself in this entire
And this is just the foreword. We'll get to that in the introduction.
Why is this about a fucking business? Are you starting a business?
Just no, you need it. You need the context. Just let him finish.
The more of us
Oh
who
my
raise
God.
our hands and say, "Count me in,"
Oh my god.
the greater
I can't
the
put food in my
chance-
mouth. I'm gonna spit it out.
the greater the chance that we will
Oh
build
my
the
god.
world we imagine. Are you in?
Yes, I am in. I'm totally in. Oh
Dude,
no.
this isn't even like a business strategy. It's like a cult. It's not a
cult.
self-help book. It's not a fucking like. It's not a business strategy. It's a cult. These people are just like insane. All right, I'm at the introduction. I'm gonna go smoke a quick cigarette. I'll be back.
Oh
Enjoy
my.
the intermission. Go ahead and exchange fan theories between the two. I'll be back.
I'm not spoiling shit. Like, God fucking damn it, it's wonderful. This book is fucking.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's like I love this gift in the worst possible way.
Oh my god, dude, it's oh my. Made him retarded and just tried to. Oh my god. Oh god, dude, just wait until he needs to reread the like first few passages, and you'll get the context of what this person like. You can get the how he thinks, because this shit is so bad. I will send Chase the entire, like, I'll download the entirety of the stream just so he can cut it up and send his mom. Oh.
Just give him the link. So he can send it to his mommy.
No, I'll download it for him. I'll do the video editing for him. So he can just, like, oh my god. What a gift you've given me on this day, Mom. Fucking hell.
Like, is it a self-help book for like starting a business though? Like for fucking seriously?
I don't know. We don't know yet. We don't know.
Because it didn't. The title was Finding Your Why. What the fuck did this happen?
I don't know, Otto. I don't know.
It hurts to think about it. I don't want to anymore.
Just don't think about it. Let Chase read it and just let's just have a good time. It's fine.
Try it. Yeah, let me pop off my phone and get my computer up.
Lord. Sweet
I have a return to fill you with enlightenment. Alright, I'll wait. You know, I was originally gonna come on here and just shit talk the book a little bit.
No, this is even better.
And then like go watch the new episode of One Punch Man. But I'm just having too much fun.
Yeah, this is too good.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Son of a bitch. Alright.
So I'll start at the beginning of the introduction.
Alright, just
So-
get through that one part and that's it. Well, no, you have to read them like the forward or the like first part of the like book.
No. So what I read to you first was the introduction, and I went back to the forward.
Okay.
So I just got done with the forward, and I'm starting at the introduction now.
My fucking god.
I don't know who this is, Peter or David, because I know fucking Simon has washed his hands of this at this point. Hey, it's got graphs. They're not really graphs. They're more of like 3 circles with like words in them.
Hey, those are graphs too.
Yeah, in a way. They're not informative.
Do you expect as much? Christ.
You can't really get what, because like you can't get what they're talking about by just looking at them.
All right, I'm back in. I'm home.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
So, so introduction. It's good. Because you're about to hear the douchey story of your life. Forward to it. We travel a lot for business, but sometimes our business just one way. It climbs right onto the plane and finds us. That's what this is Peter.
St. Peter?
No, this is Peter.
Welcome to bonus stage.
This is Peter's story.
Oh my god.
So that's what happened to Peter one day on a flight from Miami to
Jesus
St.
Christ.
Louis.
Jesus.
Here's the story as Peter tells it.
Fucking hell.
As Peter tells it. I have to emphasize. I was exhausted. All I wanted to do was get to where I was going. Another flight. Another stranger to sit next to. I prayed to the airline gods for a seatmate who wouldn't invade my space. Physically or verbally. You already like this guy, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to be left alone. But as it turned out, and this was going to be my life's prize. I was settling in for the 4-hour trip when Steve sat down. By the way, Steve is a sweetheart. He did not deserve... he did not deserve to be sat next to me.
Okay, I first thought you said is Peter's sweetheart. I was like, wait.
No, Steve is a sweet. Steve, the guy who sat down next to Peter, is a sweetheart. He does not deserve to be sitting next to me. He should be compensated by whatever airline he booked. The only reason Angel's laughing this hard is because he knows what's coming.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Keep going.
He started telling me what he does for a living.
Oh god.
If you've been in this situation, you already know that Steve is, let's say, a bodyguard for Hollywood stars, eager to share behind the scenes stories of their love lives and recreational drugs. No, salacious stories of gossip to entertain me for the flight. No, for 23 years, Steve has been selling steel. Yep, steel.
What a fucking cock.
I know.
Alright,
I
keep
know.
going. Come on.
But I like that pun he did at the riveting steel.
I don't know. I'm an asshole.
He is an asshole. It turns out, however, the steel Steve sells is not just the run-of-the-mill variety. His company, based in Sweden, produces a particularly pure form of steel which shows that he wasn't paying attention because steel is an alloy and manufactured not whatever. That enables machines to run more efficiently because their parts, for example, a car's transmission, are lighter. An engineer himself, Steve could personally attest to his product's superiority over the other options on the market.
As he wrapped up, Steve looked at me expectantly, obviously looking for a follow-up question that would let him talk more about Steve. The trouble was, I didn't much care for what Steve did. It's not that I'm aloof or unsociable or only interested in gossip, even though admitting at the beginning of the chapter doesn't kind of work.
I'm not one of the other fucking celebrities.
Yeah, I'm none of the above. What draws me is not what people do for a living, but why they do it. And I crossed that out and said and wrote "fuck you." Yeah.
This guy took way
No, he was hold on. What was Peter? He was like he was that guy. So his backstory in the foreword was that he worked at a company, heard Simon's TED Talk and read his book, and got so inspired that he started doing of his own volition. And but he doesn't work there anymore for undisclosed
Like, take your inspiration of bullshit works.
Hold on, this gets better though. The sentence.
Just
The
wait.
sentence.
Just wait.
So instead of asking Steve how much his deal costs or who his best clients are, I turned to him and said, "So what?" Steve faltered, not understanding the question. The guy's a fucking engineer, yep. Doing. It's not dumb. So I put it another way.
Oh my god.
I get that the steel you sell is very pure. I get that it allows for lighter components, which makes machines more efficient. But so what? And I wrote under this, "You're a cunt." Steve stammered a bit more, then blurted out, "Well, not so much material needs to be used." I wrote under this, "He is trying to be polite."
What a joke.
Getting closer, I pushed a little more.
Oh my god.
And what,
Who the fuck does this guy think he is?
dude, this guy is Peter Docker, motherfucker. This is Peter motherfucking Docker.
I want to be this man.
You can watch his fucking TED Talk.
No. Peter does not do the TED Talk. It's Simon Sinek who does the TED Talk.
Whatever.
These two mongoloids are the ones that wrote this book for him. And what difference does that make? For a moment, Steve looked at me as if he might fumble, probably because he was trying. You put him in such an uncomfortable situation that he never thought he'd encounter in his life, that he didn't know what to do.
Yeah, you're allowed to be proud of what you do.
Yeah.
Like, maybe that's why he did it, you fucker.
Yeah. All he wanted was to make some small talk. Duh. Now he was stuck with my weird questions for the next 3 hours. The tables have turned.
Right, you're a dickhole.
This guy's such a fucking douchebag. Holy hell.
I wrote next to this, because you were being a cunt, you were just a fucking cunt.
I can.
Uh,
Oh my god.
but we kept talking, and I helped him find his answers.
Jesus Christ. Yep.
And
the
I wrote
answers
under
he
that.
wanted.
I wrote under that, I bet he was thrilled. As it turns out, such pure steel means that he basically goes through Steve's job for him. As it turns out, such pure steel means that hearts are filled with less material still remain strong. Using less material means needing to do less smelting, the process of extracting metal from its ore. So less energy is used, in the steel production process and thus less pollution is created. And when the steel is used to produce a machine such as a car, those advantages are repeated in the car's life, so it uses less fuel and therefore produces less pollution. And as if that weren't enough, pure steel is easier to recycle than other varieties. This was actually interesting.
Oh, okay, so now it's interesting.
But we still hadn't gotten to why Steve was so enthusiastic about his job. I wrote next to this whole paragraph, how would you have not learned by asking normal fucking questions? I'm sure he loved the conversation.
Yeah, he was enthusiastic about his job. He said he's
Yeah.
been doing it for 30 years. Yeah, you're gonna, like...
23. But yeah.
yeah, still.
And then I wrote after when he says, but we still hadn't gotten to why Steve was so enthusiastic, I wrote, who cares? And I started crossing out whenever he did the self-referential I just crossed it out and said, saving fuel and reducing pollution
Oh
is great,
my
Hunt
god.
said. But there was more. There must be something more to this business that kept you going for 23 years. That's a long time to do something and still be passionate about it. There must be something more at stake, something you truly believe. I prodded him. I'm sure, dude, it wasn't a prod. He harassed this man. I'm fully convinced.
Yeah, of course you did. Are you listening to this?
Yeah. Dude, I'm saying
Glorified
this shit.
version. This is the glorified version.
Yeah, I want
really happened.
I want fucking Steve's version. I want to meet Steve.
You know what's sad? You know what's even sadder? That he's making a profit off of Steve's expense. Like,
Yeah,
this
exactly.
is such ass.
So,
Fucking twat. Like, fuck you, man.
yeah.
Oh
So,
my god.
There must be something more at stake. Something he truly believed in. I harassed him. And then it happened. For the first time in our conversation, I saw Steve's eyes light up, and his feelings poured out. And I wrote next to this, way to pressure a stranger.
Should have put gay.
Yeah. Steve is committed to keeping the planet healthy. And by the way, none of this is in quotes, so he's not directly quoting Steve. He's just paraphrasing for Steve. For Steve. Yeah. Steve is committed to keeping the planet healthy for his children and future generations. And one way to do
Stop
that,
helping us build cars.
and one way to do that is to be more responsible in the way we use our planet's rich resources. For all the time he had been talking to me about Steve, he never once mentioned us, yet it was the very thing that inspired him to start telling a stranger on a plane all about pure steel. Dude, Peter was pissed off that this guy even fucking said hello. And I wrote next to this, probably because climate change and pollution are sensitive topics and he doesn't want to pressure or make people uncomfortable, unlike some other cunt.
If he was a Trump follower, then this would have been
I asked Steve for permission to rephrase his sales pitch. In simple terms, I began, speaking as if I were Steve. I wrote next to this when I read this. I wrote next to it, he will never be Steve. He is a pure soul, untainted by your shit. He is certainly a worse person after meeting you.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay, so speaking as if I were Steve, I believe... So this is Peter speaking in front of Steve, as he was Steve. I believe in using natural resources for the benefit of humankind. I also believe that we should do so responsibly, leaving the planet safe and healthy for our children. This is what led me to become an engineer and join my current organization. Our company, based in Sweden, a country committed to sustainability, has developed a way to help engineers create lighter, more efficient, greener projects. And our particular path to sustainability happens to be lightweight steel.
Dude, I would have decked this guy in the face.
Oh yeah.
I would have been pulled off that plane.
Hold on. You think you hate Peter yet? Tell me if you think Peter smudged the story a little bit, like after hearing this.
Okay.
After hearing this. After hearing this.
Okay, go on.
Thank you, Steve said, beaming. You've just put into words the reason I love what I do. And I wrote next to this, I'm sure this is accurate.
I really... Yeah, I wanna... Can we get Steve? Can we find Steve?
I want Steve. I want to find Steve, like, comfort and also this story has a modicum of truth to it. This patient. Yeah, if you were this patient with this man, you were a saint. Simply by starting my version of the pitch with why he loves his job, I help Steve see that it's not what he
helps
does.
Steve. Yep, you help.
Yeah,
Steve.
he helps Steve. He helps Steve. Don't you forget that. Don't you fucking forget.
You helped him find his
Don't you fucking.
Peter fucking Docker helped Steve. Don't you ever forget it.
You know, I think fucking Peter enjoyed his dog. He was definitely trying to put his dick inside of that man's
I help Steve. I help Steve see that it's not what he does that has kept him fulfilled for more than 2 decades. What inspires him is why he does it. By connecting his work to his sense of purpose, Steve has discovered his why. And under this, I wrote, "You're an insufferable cunt, and a lesser man would have shot himself 5 minutes into this conversation." Okay, so they like to occasionally put quotes. Do you want to hear it?
Yes, I want to hear all the quotes. All of them.
Okay. Your vision is only actionable if you say it out loud.
Action? Okay.
Your vision is only actionable if you say it out loud. If you keep it to yourself, it will remain a figment of your imagination. This guy sucks.
This man is fucking insufferable, yo. I wanna hurt this man. I haven't met this man. I wanna hurt this man.
Dude, there's 3 people involved in this book. You experienced Simon in the foreword. You just experienced Peter. So let's see. We're past Peter's story, so this is no longer his personal story.
So Peter's a self-reward degenerate. God.
Yeah. Every one of us has a why, a deep-seated purpose, cause, or belief that is the source of our passion and inspiration. You may not yet know another audience member. Oh, okay. I'm gonna make myself another drink then. Hey, dude.
Hey, wonderful. So help.
What a shit.
A shit show. It's what
Yeah, this has been like rough, hard to listen to.
Don't lie, you liked it just as much as we have.
I wanna beat the shit out of.
Oh no shit, no shit. We all want to beat the shit out of Peter.
This is like if you read a story from the villain's view. Like you know how it's always the hero's point?
Yeah, the villains are always like justifying their points of view.
But like, this villain's insufferable and just a piece of garbage.
But this villain genuinely thinks he's a good guy.
Yeah.
I helped this man.
I helped this man by belittling his career.
I mean, every asshole thinks they're the fucking hero. That's just the reality.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know, I've just never read it in text so blatantly. Oh, they do mention Steve again.
By the way, Jamie. Yeah.
Oh, banana.
We can talk now? Yeah, don't do that too often.
Oh man, do I have
Yeah. Every day. They have to make people extremely uncomfortable for 3 hours on a plane.
No.
No.
It's called,
It's not that bad.
no, it's called, Find Your Why.
Dude, his mom bought him the second volume.
For my graduation, as one of my she bought me a self-help book, but the second volume of it, like the series.
Additionally, this is help book that you need a fucking, that you need a partner for.
That is a shit
Oh, should I keep reading?
Yes, please keep reading.
Keep reading?
Yes,
Alright.
please.
You may not know yet what yours is. Okay, hold on. I gotta start thinking otherwise. This doesn't make sense. Everyone has a why, a deep-seated purpose, cause, or belief that is the source of our passion and inspiration. You may not. What? No, my mom. This was from my mom.
Alright, I know where this is going. Well, I'm ready. Let's go.
I don't think you are.
Oh, you are not ready where this is going.
Keep reading. Just keep reading.
You may not know what yours is or how to express it in words, but we guarantee you have one. If you'd like to understand your why, and would rather not wait until Peter sits next to you on a flight.
Why is it noun, by the way?
Why is that a threat? Why is that a threat? This book is threatening you.
Nobody buys these books for themselves. It's always.
By the way, just to clear up any misconceptions, this is not Peter Bible. This is Peter motherfucking Doctor, the biggest douchebag in the world.
Which will be explained in just a moment.
Yeah. This book can help. We believe that all of us deserve to live as Steve does. Oh, waking up inspired to go to work. Yeah, peaceful, polite, well-mannered. Tries to deal with douchebags with a level head. Greets people.
I want to learn how to be like Peter. Keep reading. I want to be.
somebody is fucking his life.
Oh, somebody's dead.
Listen, Steve is the biggest gentleman of this book. So, to go to work and coming home at the end of the day feeling fulfilled by the work we do. Fulfillment isn't another word for happiness. All kinds of things make us happy at work. Hitting a goal, getting a promotion, landing a new client. The list goes on. But happiness is temporary. The feeling doesn't last. Nobody.
That's what I said earlier. The guy took too many fucking philosophy fluxes.
That is literally one of the premises of Buddhism is the reason people are miserable. It's because they want shit. So if you want to be happy, just stop wanting.
Well, also just considering that the biological factor of us having an emotional reason, that isn't automatically happy. But fuck science. Let's hear about this guy's opinion.
Yeah, he wrote a book, so clearly he's right.
Yeah. Nobody walks around energized by the memory of a goal hit 12 months ago. That intensity passes with time. I wrote next to this, welcome to life. Fulfillment is deeper. Fulfillment lasts. The difference between happiness and fulfillment is the difference between liking something and loving something. I wrote next to this. This is my okay. So in the book they give you plenty of space to write notes. I wrote next to this one. This is the dumbest sentence I have ever read.
What kind of nigga take these notes while reading a telephone?
But it's not like good notes. Like I'm sitting there fucking shitting on the book.
No, but the way it's designed implies that they want you
Oh my god.
He's growing a marketing. He's not only have to write half the book.
They don't have enough to fill up books, so they just reduced by half. That is brilliant.
Oh,
That is brilliant.
alright, go on.
Okay. Fulfillment. I'm sorry, I gotta read the we don't necessarily like our kids all the time. For example, just as an example. But we do love them all the time.
This guy's a horrible person. What do you mean I don't like my kids all the time?
The guy wasn't like
This is a guy. We don't necessarily find happiness in our by our work every day if it makes us feel part of something bigger than ourselves. That's the reason we can feel unfulfilled even if we're successful by standard measures like compensation and status. Fulfillment comes when our job connects directly to our why.
This sounds like a This book is going to end with him inviting you.
No, we already talked about the cultish nature. Yeah, we already hit on that subject. In fact, it gets worse in the next paragraph.
I'm ready.
Steve, our man of steel,
Okay.
finds happiness when he closes a deal, but he finds fulfillment knowing that he's contributing to a higher cause with larger implications.
Alright, what's the name of this book? I gotta see this shit.
Find your why.
It was on Minecraft. Did they help you build Minecraft?
Yes.
I built a 30-foot golden cock and balls and then crashed the server blowing it off.
Alright, you can go. I just wanna look up
Okay.
this.
The reviews are 4.5 out of 5.
No, I just wanted to see the evidence. One guy didn't here, so...
Happiness comes from what we do. Steve is a lucky man. I wrote next to this. Sure, I wouldn't have described the counter that way. Though he couldn't articulate his why until he met and talked with Peter. He had
About someone coming out.
no. No,
That's his one.
that's his why. That would be brilliant. Tricked ya, it's a coming out story. It's not a self-help book.
Okay, I'm reading the Goodreads on this and it's fucking hilarious.
Don't swallow.
Like, is this for a cinema? And the other half is like, I was hanging my clothes I washed today, really thinking about what I wanted, and I think I found my why. So
I haven't gotten there yet. This is an amazing book for the wrong reasons. Like, I've been actually having a lot of fun. But I feel like I couldn't read this by myself. I get, like, it's fun to laugh with other people. I can't read this by myself anymore.
that's a headphone.
He does, yeah. And I listened to it, and he's just as full of shit. He said that Apple is a truly innovative company.
Man, I really want to touch this one.
Run on your hands better.
And I think I'd be able to get away with that.
But the best part is, he chose that as his profile picture, so like,
Oh my god!
that was his decision.
Listen, okay, so hold on. Steven is a lucky man. So he couldn't articulate his why until he met and talked with Peter. He had been living his life as a result. But what if the company of Sweden had been acquired by a larger company that downsized? What if he had gone to look for a new job, not knowing his why? Given his decades of experience, he most likely have tried to work other jobs so unstable. But if one company was his dedicated sustainability, his sense of actually have nothing to do with you in the first place. Yeah, it's against no. Well, so Steve introduced himself, and Peter took this as an affront, and was like, okay, well. Like Steve, just they chatted a little bit, exchanged pleasantries, and eventually Steve told. I'm sure Peter asked him, what he thought, but like Steve told Peter what he did, and Peter was like, so what? He was like, and then he like rephrase. He's like, listen, I understand that, you know, you make efficient, the steel, like lightweight steel and this, that, and the other. Oh, it is, man. Why does it matter?
So what?
Yeah, so what? You know, that's a good question. Well, she told me she didn't read the book. She just decided to do it.
She's basically saying it's okay. We've known for a long time.
Cook Steve.
I would no. I don't want to cuck Steve. I want to cuck Peter. I want to cuck Peter. Dude, fuck Peter. I want to like ruin his life. He's an asshole.
All I can think of is where he's like, I'm Steve Christ, Jesus' brother. And he finally died.
Why are you having such fucking trouble with your honey?
Oh my god, I want that so bad.
Oh my god.
There's a kid that modified one of his Roombas so that every time it bumps into something, it curses.
Oh yeah, no, I posted that to everybody's fucking shit.
Dude, I want that.
It's not that hard.
No, you
I'm
just
sure it's not hard, but it's still cool as hell.
yeah. So does anybody want me to continue?
Yes, I do.
Alright. If we want to feel an undying passion for our work, if we want to feel we are contributing to something bigger than ourselves, we all need to know that's not for money, but for your why. Find your why is the distillation of what our team has learned from our 25 years of wild discoveries.
The only why I think of with this book is why did I buy this book? Like,
No, it's incredible.
Oh my god.
It's incredible in the worst way. We have helped all kinds of people, including entrepreneurs, individual employees, small businesses, and teams within larger businesses to find their why. This book was designed to help you find yours.
So expensive.
why did we?
I also want to.
I was thinking, like, this is either a Mormon or a Scientology.
It's worse. It's worse. It's a whyism.
Oh, why is it? Peter died. Oh, fuck.
All right, we're almost done with the introduction.
Oh,
Jesus
God.
Christ! That's an introduction.
Yeah.
Below is an outline of the 7 chapters. The first 2 contain information
Oh
that's
no.
fundamental to finding your why. I urge everyone to read them. After that, you can move on to your, you know, depending on whether you're discovering your why as a group member. Finally, we recommend that you chapters 5, 6, and 7 at the end of the book. Basically, they're telling you to read the fucking book.
The part that's pissing me me off is you could have just put this book in the right order.
Yeah. We offer assorted bits of additional information that may help you.
Assorted
questions. Yeah, as questions. Chapter 1 is a highly condensed reading. Start with why.
Oh my god.
Written by Simon Sinek, who didn't write this book. That was David Reed, which I have yet to form an opinion of, and Peter fucking Dogger, who was alive. Who popularized the concept of why. This section discusses some of the benefits of knowing your why. Chapter 2 provides an overview of the process of discovering it. This is important to read whether you're doing this on your own or with a team. Chapter 3 is a step-by-step process for individuals, teams, or employees to manage their personal life. If you are using this book to help your team or organization finance one, though not
Imperative.
imperative. I'm sorry, I'm slightly retarded.
You're fine. My family's all just like
Yeah.
Slightly retarded after reading this fucking bullshit for like the NT time.
I don't know if I anymore. Just I feel like my mom like was like, fuck, this sucks to read. I need to read so
actually coming up because we're paying.
That's what Otto says.
I should get her the first book. That was a good get back.
Oh my god.
Okay, so completing this section and learning your own why can help you lead through the discovery process. Chapter 4 explains what you need to do for why discovery. Organization include
Tribe?
That's such a weird word to use in like a business. Chapter 5 picks up where chapter 4 leaves off. Shocker.
No!
And they,
Oh my god.
and they continue with tribe. It explains how to take a tribe through the why discovery process. Why are they devolving the tribes? Yeah. The why is the destination, and hows are the route we get there.
This sounds like you're teaching your child what it
Chapter 6.
Oh, you're on the spot. Go in about an inch and curl your finger.
Listen, class. They don't even talk about chapter 6. Chapter 6 is all about the hows and the actions we take to bring our why to life.
Oh my god.
Chapter 7 explains how to share your why with others. This is what how to begin. Is this a recording with HIV?
Oh my god.
If you just replace Y with HIV, it's like we're returning to yeah. And how to share it, and how to begin to live your why and put it into practice. I'm gonna skip the okay, hold on. I'm not gonna skip this actually. The appendices provide the appendixes provide answers to questions we receive most often in our workshops, and cheat sheets for when you or another facilitator are conducting workshops. So wait, is this book meant for people teaching what? Yeah. Is this like meant for people teaching the workshops, or are you supposed to read this yourself?
It's been like a group setting, basically.
Yeah. Then why is this under self-help?
Spiritual therapy group. Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, we're all getting therapy together. How about that?
Okay, we're almost done. Oh my god. And then we'll start chapter 1 another time.
Oh.
Please don't.
No, this is going to be a saga.
I don't like this.
One of the hardest things to predict about finding your why is how long it will take. In chapter 3 through 5, we outline the process for individuals and tribes. Don't know why they're still using the word tribes, but whatever. And estimate, based on our experience, approximately how much time each step will take. But these numbers are only average. For some, the process goes more quickly, and for others, more slowly. There's no way. What's important is to stick with each section or step until you feel confident about moving on to the next one. To be honest, knowing that you're about to turn the page to chapter 1, we feel a little jealous.
This is the fucking most idiotic shit I've heard. You wrote the goddamn book. What do you mean you're envious?
I want to experience this.
I'm so sad that you experienced this book, and I don't.
Oh my
God.
Jesus Christ, man. Fucking.
We're not done. We're not done.
Oh my
Can't
god.
we, though?
No. Fuck no.
You're with me for these last 3 sentences. We love helping people find their why. For us, Peter and David, not Simon, he only wrote the foreword. We wish we could be there personally with each one of you. But our vision is to bring the why to life for as many people as possible. And so we will be in your virtual guides. Wait, they have virtual guides?
They have a course too, remember?
Oh shit, that's right.
Oh my god.
As you set off on your adventure, inspire on. That is the conclusion of the introduction. And as the book instructs, I'm gonna dog-eat-ear the fuck out of this chapter 1 page. There we go. I won't lose.
I'm telling you, you really should get your mom.
Oh, I'm totally doing that. I'm getting her the first book.
Oh my god, and I hope to god, dude, I will edit like the best of you reading part.
Please, for the love of God, if you can make like a and condense down the best parts.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Into like a saucy milkshake of just fuckery. I would love you forever. I would pay you for it.
Okay, so
I'll do it.
I don't whenever this is occurring, this is what needs to be streaming on Twitch.
Yep.
Gotta get views.
This is quality content.
Yes. You write your own problem.
Oh my god.
So who's down to hear chapter 1 where we're on?
Go for it.
Yep, I'm down.
My ears spark out.
I wasn't talking.
Well, they keep listening, it'll happen.
You wanna
Stay tuned for the next episode.
I found my why. My why is never hearing this book.
Oh wait, if y'all want to keep listening, I'll put it back up, sprinkle out this, move out this dog ear slash, like, I literally, like, folded the page in half and just slammed it a couple times.
Graduating, don't you have other things to do with your life?
No! I'm unemployed.
Put some job applications in. No.
I'm about to go on vacation.
The best why question is, it's like, why masturbate on the plane when you could read this? There are some people who talk about I'd much rather masturbate.
It's only fun reading it out to a group. Like, I did not find any pleasure reading this by myself.
But you haven't found your why yet.
Yeah, you haven't.
No, I have. It's reading it to you, fucker.
Based off the book, it probably involves a finger lube as a guy named Peter.
Yeah, no, fuck Peter. I hate Peter. I want to hear a story. I want to hear a story from fucking David Mead, so I can like have an opinion of it.
Okay. Instead of St. Peter, now I'm imagining the Peter from Deadpool 2. That was the
Wait,
Peter.
there's a Peter in... Oh, that
Was
Peter,
that-
yeah.
Wasn't that the driver's name?
No, that was the guy who had no superpowers.
Yeah, he was just a regular dude. He was just a regular dude.
So now Deadpool wrote this book, and that makes it way better.
So, alright. So, who would be objecting to me going out for a cigarette, coming back in, and starting chapter 1?
Jamie is an automatic yes because he's not sponsored that time.
Well,
Okay.
he's muted and
Okay. You probably didn't want to hear my bullshit.
he's probably eating at Waffle House because I asked him to get on here to discuss that same shit.
Okay. So I'm gonna go smoke. I'll be right back in about 3 to 4 minutes.
Alright.
And then we'll start chapter 1. You future wires. You future wise.
Why?
I'm so glad to be here. Teach you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I wish I was dead.
Don't worry, there's more time for that later.
What?
Why are you alive?
No. I don't know anything.
I think it's just Killface. That's his graduation present.
Dead.
I'm just saying.
I am thoroughly enjoying this. Wholeheartedly. Jesus Christ. So fucking ridiculous.
No, you're like. So when are your new roommates moving in with you?
Honestly,
Or are you guys switching apartments?
no, we're getting a house.
Have you
Oh,
found
we
one?
are?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know we switched it up that hard, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, we have to, dude. We can't just get a little tiny thing because we need to.
Yeah, well, there is gonna be.
And dogs.
Yeah, you can. Just
Doge.
share rooms.
Hell no. I am not sharing.
Well,
a
two
room.
people are sharing rooms.
Yeah. Oh, we're doing the same thing. Everyone's like, rent's so expensive. I was like, listen, find somebody to fucking rent. It's cheaper. That's how that works.
Somebody start fucking.
Once you stop needing your own personal space bubble, everything's fine.
Oh no, I need my space bubble. I will pay money for that bubble.
Dang it. Dang it. I need earth crystal dust car.
There are a couple of places you definitely can't afford. Rochester. I get questions of
back.
Yeah.
Are you ready to begin your next lesson?
Angel, I think that we should all move to New York and visit your chase for the restaurant. Is
No.
that's gonna be my wife place.
Chapter 1!
Excuse me, are you pouring yourself a drink?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Don't you have to be? Don't you have to? Kinda have to be, dude. Like, this shit sucks. Oh my god. That's weird because every place here hates dogs.
I mean, like, in Minnesota, everybody loves dogs and hates cats. It's fucking ridiculous.
Well, dogs are bestest, so, you know.
Look at this crime map. It's so pretty. There's no crime.
Alright. Chapter 1. Are you as excited as I am
I am.
to start with why a primer? Alright, let me smooth out this wrinkled page that I quote-unquote dog-eared.
Really nice house.
Sometimes a project that looks like an easy win for us turns into a disappointment, or even a disaster. More importantly, sometimes we, or a competitor, succeed brilliantly when all the usual business assumptions say we should have flopped. These outcomes can seem mysterious, but they're not if looked at in a framework that starts with why. In this book, start with why. This chapter is just promoting his previous book. Simon Sinek, not the writer for this book, uses a model that he calls the Golden Circle to explain how legendary leaders such as Steve Jobs, Martin Luther King, and the Wright brothers.
Don't draw Martin Luther King into this. Equal rights. He wasn't talking about this.
And the Wright brothers were able to achieve what others who were just as smart and hardworking, and sometimes even better funded, were not. If you read Simon's book, or he added a fucking highlight.
Fucking Christ.
They added.
Paperclip.
Okay, hold on. If you read Simon's book or seen him talk about why on TED.com, http:// Yes, he did. bit.ly/golden circle talk, comma, you're already familiar with the Golden Circle. This chapter will serve to remind you of the important points if the Golden Circle is new for you. What follows is the heart of the matter and is essential preparation for your own search for why. Now remember, class, why is a noun in this context. Every organization and every person's career operates on 3 levels, as shown in the illustration on the next page. Hold on, let me Google this so you know. Be privy to the diagram, the beautiful golden circle diagram.
Angel, what's your rate limitation?
Wait, what?
What's your rent rate?
For total? Like, all of us?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Here you go. Here you go,
14, 1500
class.
tops.
Here you go, class. This will be on the test.
No.
So that's the diagram, and that's the
Whoa.
that's the diagram in the book.
Oh my god.
Don't you forget it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know it's complicated at first look. It's 3 circles with 3 words. Just remember, you are going to be quizzed.
Okay.
Nope, I'm gonna pull back to that. I don't read.
What
That
the
sucks. That sucks for you. So, every organization, every person's career operates on these 3 levels.
What the actual fuck?
As shown in the illustration, what we do, how we do it, and why we do it.
Yeah, no, I think I'm inverted here.
The services we offer or the jobs we do. Some of us know how we do it. The other things that we think make us different or stand out from the crowd. But very few of us can clearly articulate why we do what we do. Hold on, you might say. Let's be honest here. Aren't most people working to earn money? That's obviously why. First, money is a result. Oh,
Shut the fuck up.
The whole reason we wrote this book.
He's a white guy. Like, come on, you think he has any real concept of money? I'm willing to bet Daddy paid for college and for the book.
he owns the fucking publisher, dude.
Jesus fucking Christ, really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Alright, dude, you should have told him the truth. Just let it happen.
You know what? I'm gonna find out about this publishing company. Something
That would have been.
That would have been funny if his dad owned it.
unbelievable, though.
It was dad on the publishing company.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's find out about this publishing company. Chase, you can continue your weird.
Okay.
With
Though
with
it
your
is-
permission.
Thanks for the permission. Though it is a part of the picture, it's not what inspires any one of us to get out of bed in the morning. It sure inspires me, though. And for the cynics out there, you damn cynics out there who think.
Does it actually say you damn cynics?
No.
Hold on, I need to pause and I need to tell you guys something. So the publishing company is not owned by Penguin, but it was an independent publishing company, and they tout this book as one of their best published. So touted that on the founder's Wikipedia page, he notes this book as one of the best.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. And for the cynics out there who think that they or others really do get it out of bed for the money, the question we ask, what is the reason they want the money?
Ooh!
Rent!
The question we ask is why. I would have just left the call.
Actually, I would have been more okay with it.
Oh.
Oh my god. Is it for freedom? To travel? To provide a lifestyle for their kids they
Oh,
didn't
no.
have? It is to keep score and to show they have done more than others. The point is, money isn't the thing that drives people. Why goes much deeper to understanding what motivates and inspires us. Angel, you're mastering in psychology. How accurate is this?
I mean, he's right. They want food.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I didn't have to work and could live comfortably without it, I fucking wouldn't.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. So, well, and it is the purpose, cause, or belief that drives every organization, every person's individual career. And why does your company exist? Why did you get out of bed this morning? Why should anyone care?
Because I get paid too. Like, I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh,
that's how you know his parents paid for his shit.
Yeah.
What else would people work? Money? Huh?
Well, to have social status, to go on trips.
Yeah, it's kind of a shelter.
First start of the day in your life.
No, but not once did he bring up, yeah, they might need food.
Shelter.
Yeah, rent,
Stay in a family.
utilities, yeah, feed their kids.
He did bring up feeding their kids. But not yourself, all of your children.
Yeah. When we meet new customers or clients, the first thing most of us tell them is what we do. Then we explain how we do it, or how we are different. This, we think, will be enough to win their business, sway their point of view, or convince them to take a particular action. The following pitch follows that template. We sell paper. We offer the highest quality product at the best possible. They ripped this off from The Office. I swear to God.
Oh,
I'm writing that down. Dash The Office.
Will this be on the test?
Yes.
Can we contact the office and notify them?
that someone has stolen.
I don't think he cares.
Lower than any of our competitors. Want to buy some? That sounds very Michael Scottish, actually.
You know what?
Are there microtransactions?
Yeah, I'll buy it.
There are loot crates. There are loot crates. No, actually, there are no microtransactions, but we do provide DLC.
Oh my god.
For paper?
Great.
Micro DLCs. That's
Is
what
it
we
like
provide.
different colored paper, different textures?
Yeah. If you want different color paper, we'll charge you for the regular white, but then you have to buy 50 cents per page
Oh my god.
to change the appearance of the paper.
I mean, this just sounds like your school printing at this point. So.
I mean, it sounds a lot like 3, but I mean, who am I to judge? This is a very rational pitch. It states clearly what the company does and attempts to persuade potential buyers to choose its products. My mom did not think this one over at all.
She said she didn't read the book, man.
She didn't read the book. She just saw the review. Choose its product.
Amazon bestseller? That would be so fun.
No, it's not. It's not.
No
It's
shit.
not.
But is it sequel or prequel? I guess?
No, it's a sequel.
sequel.
I don't know if the original is a bestseller or not.
It starts with Y.
I hope so.
I really, really hope so. I mean, 2.3K bucks. So,
The fuck is wait, smuts?
But,
Smokes.
Oh.
Dipshits.
fun.
Dipshits. Insert ridiculous word here. God damn.
Oh god, no, but another book he wrote called Leaders Eat Last did.
Peter Z, what?
Last.
Leaders Eat Last.
No, they don't.
What is this man? Like, what the Are these...
My entire management team has shit brought to them, like, weekly. And nobody else gets the shit.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright,
By
continue.
the way, he did not write this book. His name is the biggest one on the cover, but he did not write this.
Jesus Christ. Then who the fuck? Oh my god.
David Mead and Peter motherfucking Docker.
he didn't even want to get
Angel, we can get it for you in Spanish.
See it, dude?
Oh my god, yes.
I was right.
I don't think he didn't want to be associated.
Peter Docker. That just made that connection in my head.
We were talking about this first talking.
Yeah, no, I didn't even get it.
Oh, this is amazing. So he sells the book, and the first book and second book. So if you're too lazy to read them, they sell summary versions of those. They're $4 a piece. And you can buy the whole book to 25 pages.
Oh.
Down to 25.
Jesus.
Is there
Jesus.
still room for notes?
Yeah, is there
Yes,
still
there's
room for...
Oh my god.
So, I'm assuming if we take out the room for nuts and all the ask why paragraphs, we get 25 pages.
It's the whole
That's really all.
without the note. Okay,
And they
so
took out the sentence about the notes too.
Yeah.
though this approach may work now and then, at best, it will result in a few recurring transactions. As soon as the buyer finds a better deal, they will be gone. Because the pitch doesn't differentiate this specific vendor from other companies in any way that truly matters.
Is that his way of saying don't hate the player, hate the game?
I mean, like, they were gonna be gone anyway. That's a business decision made by the account.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Let's see. Loyalty is not built on features and benefits. Features and benefits do not inspire. Loyalty and long-lasting relationships are based on something deeper. Let's try that pitch again.
Yeah, that's what Home Depot tries to pitch, and man, let me tell you, it's all about the pricing, man. Nobody gives a shit about the customer service when they walk in my building.
Shut up. Let's start again. But let's start with why.
Shut the fuck up, Chase.
What is a good idea? What is good in an idea if it can't be shared? Our company was founded to help spread ideas. The more ideas that are shared, the greater the likelihood those ideas will have an impact in the world. I'm giving you my pitch. Shush. There are many ways to share ideas. One is in the written word. That's where we come in. We make paper for those words. We make paper for big ideas. Wanna buy some?
The last person who referred to their book as the written word was fucking the 6 guys who wrote it.
I hope there's a drug dealer out there that really took this to heart.
Oh my
I hate
god.
my job staring Hillary. Then I realized why.
I found out my why.
For money,
Yeah, that's my why. Totally different, right?
Yeah, dude.
Starting with why, just made paper sound really good.
No, it didn't.
Like really good.
Is this written down?
No, that was so starting with why just made paper sound really good was actually and if it can do that for the commodity, imagine what it can do for a product that can really stand out. This pitch is not based on facts and figures, features and benefits. Those things have value, but not first. You have to lie to your customer. Figures, they don't matter anymore. Just tell whatever fairy tale you want.
You come in here with like some super inspiring speech about like saving the world and like all that shit. The guy is that everybody at the table will be like, okay, so how the fuck is this gonna benefit us?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I want them to like try to sell this book on Shark.
I guess the first question would be like, do I have money in the budget for this? Oh wait, no we don't. Bye.
No, we're gonna coast on fucking games and wishes.
I mean, like, acquisitions doesn't do financing. They're not the same people.
Yeah.
We're not talking about businesses anymore.
Leading with why.
We're talking
Leading with
about our lives.
Yeah.
Acquisitions and businesses in your lives exist too. But the other one wants an Xbox. But come on.
Leading with why has a deeper, more emotional, and ultimately more influential value. When we use the second pitch, we're no longer talking about paper. We're talking about who our company is, and what we stand for. Of course, you'll always get those people who just want a ring of paper, and yet your customers' personal beliefs and values align with those expressed in your pitch, i.e., they believe in the spread of ideas, and they are much more likely to want to do business with you. Not just one time, but in fact, they are more likely to stay loyal, even if other vendors offer a better price. It says something about them when they do business with a company that reflects their beliefs.
Yeah,
He's
we got
definitely
caught.
been cheated on.
We got caught. We got caught in our most recent scandal. We need to look good.
Like, that sounds like a dude who's like, well, she loved me.
It's kind of like this whole time, like I was thinking, like, is he talking about sex now?
Yeah, like, he sounds like talking to, like, Jake talking like his ex-wife or something.
I'm better than you, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Oh
my
God.
God.
So good, I love this man.
Companies that inspire, companies that command trust and loyalty over the long term, are the ones that make us feel we're accomplishing something bigger than just saving buck. That feeling of alliance with something bigger, very page, is the reason we keep wearing the jersey of our hometown sports team. Even though they've missed the playoffs for 2 years.
So tasty!
And he is very upset with his sports team.
This man seems upset with God.
I think this is David writing and Peter
So tasty!
stories every now and then.
He's like, yo, dude, put this in that self-help book. But how is this self-help?
Why would I put in a story in the intro about you being a douche to someone?
So
Like,
tasty!
I was like, I have.
I mean, I was a big, I helped this man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
It sounded like a fucking
Cookie cock.
So tasty!
I have a great relationship with Steve.
Steve is great. Me and Steve meet up every now and then. He lives in like 5 states away. And never answers my calls.
So tasty!
It's why some of us will always buy Apple products over other brands.
Oh my
Even if
God.
Apple isn't always the most affordable choice. Whether we like to admit it or not, this guy seriously has a hard on
No,
for
man,
Apple.
by the way, that was a fucking choice of convenience and consistency. They didn't
Yeah.
want to change because they know what the product is.
Yeah. Whether we like to admit it or not, we are not entirely rational beings. And if we were, no one would ever fall in love. No one would ever start a business. Faced with an overwhelming chance of failure, no rational person would ever take either of those risks, but we do every day because how we feel about something or someone is more powerful than what we think about it or them. Lisa, please come back.
It's like, she's never coming back.
When I read that line, I'm like, this would hurt. David, Peter, whoever's writing this, not Simon. Simon has nothing to do. I'm writing, who hurt you? I'm gonna write that down.
What did you do? Oh,
Paying her to take you back and just stop writing. Like,
I'm really, Lisa, please. Peter has been an asshole to people on planes. Has written this horrendous self-help book that focuses on business but still talks about personal life. It's a weird mixture.
uses the wrong metaphor constantly. Like,
Yeah. Please just take him back. I'll stand outside with the boombox for him. I don't care.
I just need it over with. Okay, that would be hilarious if she while he was writing this, like she got a copy of the argument.
Yeah, it was like he wrote chapter 1 could go on, and she left him. Oh, we got deep lore on this.
No.
We got deep lore on Peter or David or whoever was the main contributor. We gotta figure out who it is that's primarily writing this.
Fan fiction.
Huh?
We've created fan fiction for this. I hope
Yeah.
It's more entertaining than the book.
Yeah, yes it is.
Yes, but-
Informative than the book there.
It's more informative.
There's just one problem with feelings. They can be tremendously difficult to express in words. Oh, he has a crush.
I mean, dude, he's talking about duping his customers.
Yeah, he's talking about
like,
duping his customers and
don't worry about
talking.
the product.
Dude, this guy's a sociopath. He can't express his feelings. Talking about duping his customers, not telling the truth, abandoning facts and figures for the benefit of manipulating like the customer to stay. Like, dude, this guy's a sociopath.
Are we sure he was not the campaign manager for Trump?
Oh
in
shit.
the business management section.
Listen. All I'm saying
Oh my
is maybe.
I have never heard your mother bought you a business management
A business management book
For graduation. No.
for graduation.
What did you
Tell
do?
your mom I said thank you.
Yes. Every individual that has laid ears on
Does your
this.
mom
listen,
like
These.
you?
I don't know.
I'm gonna find out.
I have questions. Well, she did just pay for like a round trip to like Texas, and like I'm going deep sea fishing and shit. So like,
With you?
no.
Oh shit.
But then again, I made that spot, so she didn't have time to like schedule anything. So. And I didn't ask her to go.
Maybe your mom just kind of forgot you're graduating and watching this book.
No. She bought me several other things, which she nailed. Like, I like every other gift she gave me.
That's not the
But
book.
then this one, and I'm like, what is the message here? Why did you get me a... You should never get someone a self-help book when they just graduated.
I know you've been working on yourself for many years.
Yeah.
Work on yourself some more.
It's not over, honey.
Hey guys, I gotta go for a bit.
Alright.
Alright, bye.
So how does everybody else's parents treat them?
I'm an orphan, so I'm good.
Really, I'm just told if everything's good about it. Not like there's not a sly book. There's just like a you fucked up.
My parents, I chose, therefore they never say anything bad about me ever and excuse everything I do.
Angel, would your parents ever give you a self-help
Yes.
book when you
Yes.
graduate?
Yes. Yes. She would.
She would?
Yes, she would. Yes. Are you kidding?
No, I think my mom would
I'm not alone.
something. Chase, you should meet my parents. They're the nicest people ever.
That's true.
It's really weird. I don't like it.
No, that would be really weird for me because my necessarily.
I mean, like, my parents met Angel like 3 times.
Yeah.
It's like South New York. I'm just like, what is this?
They are nice Jews.
They are very nice.
Oh, I gotta keep going.
No, we're good.
Yeah, no, just this one last bit. I gotta finish the paragraph. Pick up next time. Alright. So I left off at, they can be tremendously difficult to express in words. That's when we got into the deep horror. That's the reason we so often resort to metaphors and analogies. I have not noticed, I've missed every metaphor that this guy's thrown. every sentence. Like our relationship feels. He then goes into like our relationship feels like a train heading at high speed toward a rickety
my God.
bridge. Who hurt this man? When I get to the office, I feel like a little kid on the playground again. No one's ever uttered that. Stop lying. When even
No, he
though
does. He feels exactly like he was when he was getting
No.
beaten up on the playground.
yeah, okay, fair. I wasn't that much of a loser. Even though communicating our feelings is hard, the payoff is big. When we align emotionally with our customers and clients, our connection is much stronger and more meaningful than any affiliation based on features and benefits. That's what starting with why is all about.
Alright, in my head, I just archived to him with throwing something at Lisa and reminding her that he has the textbook.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm doggy-earing the fuck out of this page twice. Because 3 times. Don't ask me how I'm doggy-earing the page 3 times, but I'm doing it.
You're bending the paper.
I did 2 triangles on and then bent the center in. That way, I'm super sure of where I'm at.
Man, there's a lot of why questions to be asked, and I don't feel like one of them is why is the material so cheap.
I have a good one. Why do I suddenly want Chase's boat to capsize if he goes
I'm not bringing it to Texas.
But
You sure you can just throw it in the ocean?
Just while I'm deep sea fishing, just
There are some endangered species that could really use some
no. Yeah, exactly. The endangered species come back because of what's his name?
because of the
Simon Sinek's not written. He did not write this book, but David and me, Docker, under Simon Sinek's book.
No, I'm pretty sure I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna go insane. It's been a nice run, guys.
You know what? Obviously, the lead anywhere, and we're just better off just dying.
The secret to the sushi is reading this book first, so then they beg for the sweet release again.
Yeah, they start sauteing themselves. But I think this was a very experience-filled. We definitely learned a lot. We got to look at some circles, as listed up in the chat. If you can't see.
Chase, next time you get a girlfriend or go on a date, you should read this book.
Yes, you should. Yes, you
This is what my mom gave to me. I'm glad you went on this first date with me.
Well, I mean, like,
Fucking
this or that date. Like, if you read
No, I'm gonna open strong.
just without the book, you're like,
No, I'm gonna open strong. I'm gonna open strong with this book.
you're gonna open moments.
I'm gonna cement those grandchildren that my dad and mom always wanted.
Oh my god.
And those pages.
Oh, yeah, Angel, you watch it, don't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
Always for you, but like that's as far as I'm gonna go.
So hold on. After knowing this, I'm gonna give you the deep lore on me and my mom's like how I grew, like our dynamic growing up.
Go on.
So when I was like in 2nd grade, she put me in special education.
What?
Yeah,
That is a power move.
yeah, she put me in special education. I was just minding my own business in 2nd grade, and some way too kind lady tapped me on the shoulder and told me to come with her. And then I was literally in a room full of Rees, And
Oh my god!
like literal, like they couldn't speak. They drooled all the time, and we were doing like stupid basic shit. And I was stuck in that program for 2 years, and then I got moved to a hybrid program where it was like where they tossed all the ADHD kids, and I don't think she likes me either. But anyways, out of a protest, starting in like late 7th grade, 8th grade, I stopped bringing pencil, paper. I stopped using a calculator, and I got really good at arithmetic in my head. And I even like one of my teachers. He actually abandoned the coursework that we were supposed to do and taught us algebra, and I actually did really well in that class. And then we moved, like I moved on to high school under that same program, and a couple of my teachers actually tried to get me into an advanced program, but like it got turned down multiple times. By my mom. So.
Your mom doesn't like you.
Yeah, I think she. Well, see, I confronted her about it, and she was like, "Well, the psychologist said she took me to a state psychologist." At the
Yeah,
school.
there. Yeah.
And they said that I had a processing issue.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I had a processing issue,
Yeah.
and so she decided that was enough to put me in the breeze. And, I was written off the books,
Okay,
and yeah,
my opinion.
yeah.
It opened up on ordinary rules, so I'm going to tell you what we would do. When she finally gets old, I would slowly start sending her pamphlets for various old folks. Every time she says something rude, the pamphlet.
My dad was the complete opposite though, but it was a little too late to get me out of the program, because to get me out of the program, and you need both parents' permission to do so. Yeah. So I was locked in. I was fucked. No, God no.
Yeah. I think your mother has some resistance issues that can be figured out by working a rice paddy field, preferably in her 60s. My opinion.
I mean, so the best I got, what I basically confronted her and I drilled her on it, and the best I got out of her was, if I knew what I knew now, I would have done things differently. She never said sorry. She never said I was wrong. I mean, dude, I'm graduating with my engineering. Like, there's no processing issue here.
Even if there was, you were a
Does she
kid,
have
like,
other
that shit
kids?
happens.
Yeah, she has my brother, who is legitimately autistic, and then my older sister, my younger sister. And my older sister and younger sister were always treated very well.
Got boned.
Are
Yeah.
you the scapegoat kid?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I was always the black sheep of the family.
Oh, you're the scapegoat kid. Fine.
Yeah.
Man, this is why I just bought a new one.
But,
I
yeah.
highly recommend just telling people your parents are dead. Look, it worked for me.
Hey, in some weird way, I still love her, but I hate her at the same time.
Chase, I watched my dad shoot my mom in the face.
Nah, see, that's not equivalent. That's way worse.
I actually like my dad as a person.
Like, I like hanging out and visiting my mom, but I can't stand her for long periods of time.
Fair enough.
Well, I ended up living with my dad's mom after a certain period, and I can honestly understand exactly why he turned out the way that he did.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are cool, and their parents have turned them.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And then, yeah, so That's the dynamic between, like, you know, from young age. I didn't go to graduation. I didn't walk. I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna get drunk and eat quesadillas.
Eat.
Angel, we went to this legit ass Mexican place named El Taco Mexicano.
Oh, and then I rounded off the graduation. Because today was graduation. I rounded that off tonight reading that fucking self-help book.
Oh god, it's wonderful. What a joy you've given me on this evening.
Yeah. Please condense that down to 5 minutes of me shitting on that book. And...
Or let's all pitch in $1 and buy the 25-page fucking condenser.
No, just convince.
5-page one if you
Just
want.
edit the Twitch video.
Oh my god, I fucking will.
Fine.
Goddamn,
Yeah.
no, I will. There's several moments that I can recall now.
I will send that straight to my mom. I'll be like,
Have you figured out where you're going, Chase?
where I'm going? I don't know.
Going to Austin, Texas.
I mean, like, I'm going on a vacation to Texas, but like,
Austin.
I don't wanna move to Texas.
Austin is not Texas, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't wanna move to the state of Texas. I wanna move, I don't know, somewhere a little cooler climate. I'm not a big fan of spring.
I think we're all just gonna end up in New York, so.
Oh, well, get a job when you go to New York. Well, then we're living in Minnesota in the crack neighborhood. Sorry. They're not crackheads, they're meth heads. You should be scared of them.
I might
Yes, you
I might
should.
end up going to New Hampshire to start out.
New Hampshire's nice, it's expensive.
Close
Yeah,
enough.
well, it's not too. I was looking at the market price comparative to Georgia. It's not too low.
The way I can describe New Hampshire is old.
Well, it also has no sales tax, but makes up. It makes up in property tax. So when you look at housing or renting, usually what drives up that price is property tax. So you're also not spending anything on sales tax. So it's like give and take.
Or you can go to Maine, they'll pay for you to move up there.
What?
Or you can look at Maine, they're paying people to move to Maine.
Maine's really nice.
Will they pay me to stay there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Not kidding.
I mean, Alaska would do the same thing. Alaska's pretty good.
It'll give a good reason to not see my family. I'm sorry, I'm on the little other side of the United States.
Oh no, snowstorm cut out phone.
It's like midsummer too. Oh no! Phone line's getting cut down by a snowstorm. It's July. I know! Click.
Why is New York City so large?
Because it's.
I know. But in reality, it's not really that big.
I want to move. It's awful here, and it sucks, and I don't want to live here anymore.
There was something that's so deep.
Albert's really nice, but fuck out.
You bought an SSD from China?
No, I was looking at an Intel SSD, and everything is in China.
And like, oh,
That's racist.
oh, that's a good result.
I would love ketchup on my dong. Thank you very much.
$10. What?
Hi.
It's $10.
That's really expensive ketchup.
Import ketchup. $10.
Where is it imported from?
It better be worth it.
Made in China.
Seriously cheaper?
No, we sent it out and came back.
I don't know if I want Chinese reject ketchup.
No. Chinese people don't eat ketchup. They're not stupid.
It was exported to the United States and then came back to China. because there was a callback, and now they just hand them. They call it imported ketchup from the United States.
Hey, software library job. Oh no, it's in Oklahoma. Bye. We can move to Hawaii, Glenn. They've got
That is really expensive and actually hard to live in Hawaii.
dog. I'm ambiguously brown. I'll be fine.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Being on an island.
Island.
Yeah, being on an island in general is just it's difficult for people.
I used to live on an island. I got this.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of St. Helena Island? No. 2 hours to Walmart. We finally got our first store on the island when I was in college.
Nice.
It's a Family Dollar.
I'm proud of that.
Yeah, they've got a Texaco and a Family Dollar, and if you need anything else, get the fuck out. Angel, I told you about that time I went to a thing with my granddad and he pointed out the woods. I was born in those woods.
Jesus Christ.
That's not a joke.
Right there, can you see it?
Right there, can you see it? Holy hell.
You're the one who brought out your grandpa because you were born in the woods.
So weird.
My placenta is still there.
Oh my god.
They were all born in the same woods though, so like... That's the part that confuses me.
So his placenta's probably still there.
Yeah.
No, maybe a wolf came by and picked it up, or a stray dog.
You remember.
Not from Virginia. For
West Virginia.
Like Southwest Minnesota State and Texas.
What?
Yeah.
They,
This is the greatest.
Southwest, they probably have a thingy out there.
Why would you put a campus? I don't want to move business.
No.
I want to get a job. I can move to the Bronx. I would not survive in the Bronx.
Also,
Yeah, why
the shit's too much goddamn money.
Hey, you're not wrong, though. There's no jobs in Albany, fucker.
Angel, can I just sleep on your couch?
Yeah, dude. Come on over.
I want to go. Angela, you should kill your local librarian so I can go. Slide. Actually, that's not true. Albany State literally posted a job as I was complaining about them not having a job.
There you go.
So I will apply to that.
Do it.
This is awkward.
Still killer.
Yeah, do that, please. Well, because then I could like write the work with Angel.
That's true.
Oh my god.
How can you be tired when you just finished that amazing lesson?
That's exactly why I'm tired, because you laugh like a fucking idiot.
Wait, your library system ran by the state, like the education department up here?
Yes, it is.
That's weird, dog.
It's like an interstate like system.
Okay, I got you. It's still weird.
It is weird. Because I can literally walk onto any campus and just be like, hey, I'm from this school, give me my shit.
I want to go.
I want a job.
I want a job so I can move near.
But then again, I haven't looked in the last week.
You don't want a job hard enough.
Well, I do want a job. I've just been enjoying my freedom for the...
Freedom is stupid. Ooh, I want to teach these blind kids.
But why do you want a job?
Money, bitch.
What is your why? What is your passion?
What is your
What is your why?
Alright, so Angel, I need you to be really honest with me.
Yes.
Do brown people exist in your state?
Yes. Of course they do. We're kidding.
Look, I have to make sure.
It's really weird. It's New York.
See, you're a type of brown people. Which is weird. It's like Hispanics. Like.
They live in like the Bronx and some shit.
Yeah. Yes, they do. I mean, they're still up here, but they're like few and far between.
There's like the Puerto Ricans all live in the same damn spot.
Yes, they do. They literally do. It's insane.
Bitch.
Well, there's no reason for
Bitch. Shut up, bitch.
That hurts.
Aww. Are you a sad little baby?
Man,
Why
that
are
made
you sad?
that made my feelings act up. I got
Why did it make you feel that way?
But why?
Why?
I feel like this guy came up with this fucking pitch when he was listening to his niece or nephew going, but why? 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 You know, like whenever you get into that loop with any kid, where they're like, you're like, well, this is why this is it, this, and they're like, but why? You're like, I don't, what's the names between the gaps between the combs, the teeth of the combs, and you're just like, I don't know, and they're like, why? You're like, I just don't. What kind of mind game are you fucking with me? Like, but I'm pretty sure that's where he came up with it, and he's like, that's the center of everything. That's where these circles come from that I see in my dreams. It all makes sense now.
Where is our Angel? Where's Troy, New York?
Angel.
Angel's dead.
Angel, stop being dead.
Oh shit, my fucking mic is really bad. Don't do Troy, that shit's the ghetto. They make it look like Decatur, but that's just actually the ghetto.
Did you just say don't do drugs in the ghetto?
No, it looks like, they make it look like Decatur, but that shit is the ghetto.
Isn't everything the ghetto?
No. Yeah, it's an expensive ghetto. Fuck that shit, it's dumb.
Yeah, that's true. That's the part where I'm out. It costs me money.
Yeah, fuck that.
I don't.
For example, the couch that we got right now, apparently we just missed the shooting by like 30 minutes when we picked up this
Wait, you
couch.
live in like an area that has like shootings, nigga?
No, Troy does. We went to go pick up the couch that we have in like this most ghetto fucking bullshit. God damn, like the next day we're just like, read the news, like we just moved in, read the news, and it's just like, yeah, fucking someone died in the shooting. Pick up this fucking couch.
Hey, I'm sorry, Angel. Do
Yes.
you think I can stand working in a children's library? Like a children's museum?
Yes.
This gives me my horror shit.
Hell yeah.
Like, it's the Strong Museum?
Yes, that was a
But it's a temporary position.
foot in the dough.
Monster Hunter is this?
Fuck that nerd.
Hey, by the way, just, asking, for a friend, not particularly, self-interested, but, or, self-serving, but would anybody be interested in a self-help / business book?
I think you actually have to keep it as it's a present.
God damn it.
No,
Let's
we
talk
need
to the
no,
shelves.
no.
I
You
thought about burning it.
No, you need to read through that entire fucking book until we are done, and then you can burn it.
I need to make it into a series of videos and then burn it.
Oh my
You should
god.
really buy your mom the first book.
Oh, I am. That is a brilliant idea. And I'm going to say, listen, I was planning on drawing you a personalized Mother Day's card and a couple hours on it. Or, like hours on it and this, that, the other. But you know what? Your gift gave me an idea. Here's your present.
I'm trying to get my brother to admit that he doesn't. He's doing it. A week from now. But listen. When I'm thinking my parents on a I'm starting to feel like come on, does it?
Did I miss anything good?
Oh, I stopped reading. We got halfway through.
We'll probably take up more because we'll probably let you off.
Okay.
When the fuck did
I have no idea, but
And then
this is
add
a lot.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat, man.
Dash with tab.
Remember, whatever works best for you. You don't have to follow the rules of why.
Or anything else in that book.
Yeah, or anything else in that. By the way, you
More like suggestions.
yeah, exactly. Like they explicitly said at the beginning of the book, you don't have to follow anything in this book. If you find something that works better for you, by all means.
Yep, it did. No, it did definitely say that. It most definitely said that. At least they're realistic. I love that.
I feel like it's like one sprinkle of honesty and a shit cake.
Yep.
And Peter.
Are you guys moving in September?
No. Or wait, who are you asking?
You.
Angel.
Yeah, it'll be more like what you said. Your lease was up in August, right?
Yeah, but just remember, we can just like move our shit and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I needed to ask Jamie if he was gonna try to come up with me, but I realized that would be a really terrible idea.
Stop it.
Why?
Because if we get there early, then we're stuck in a one bedroom apartment with 4 people.
Oh, yeah, no, about that.
So I'm gonna be stuck on the couch before I get
I mean, unless we find it, like I said, unless we find a place, because in terms of well, we won't break our lease. We just will pay for everything we need to, and then leave this place barren until it's like time. Let's get everything transferred.
I can always squat in your area.
There you go. Because there's nothing against the rule saying that we have to, like, be staying here full time. We just have to pay
But I mean,
up until that point.
Yeah,
Which
if you want to sit there and take double.
I already have been paid, so who cares, Autumn?
That sucks.
True. That's basically your life when you started with.
Yeah, dude. Well, it doesn't suck because it gives us the freedom to not really worry about it, so I don't really give a fuck.
Well, we don't have that because nobody got a
So you could see it as it sucks, but I see it as I don't have to worry about a big ass portion of money going towards something bullshit.
So then, is our goal to find a house before Jamie gets up here then?
Yes.
When is Jamie moving up with you guys?
It'll just be a month from then. I'm going up there in July, and he'll be up there in August.
That'll be fun for you, Angel.
Yeah.
According to Angel, I think he'd be happiest if we were up there like next week.
Yes.
What's wrong with your life now?
Nothing. I'm just sad and bored and lonely.
And logging the Monster Hunter 3 intro play over and over again.
Yep, I'm tired. Walking
In the
around.
stream.
No, fuck that. I need to dwell on this fucking Paul nonsense.
You just need to find your wine.
I've been.
Your housing market's looking pretty good for now. I'm assuming it's because college season's about to start. So
Yep.
keep that in mind.
No, I know. I'm well aware. Also, people are moving out like all the time because they're just leaving for school, so it's pretty solid around now. But I'm not gonna seriously like hone in on stuff until I get my stipend. So the moment I get my stipend, it's gonna be like, all right, here's 3,200. I'll pretty much pay everything.
How much are storage units most of the time?
I don't know, but I'm paying everything up until
Huh?
60 to 80 a month.
Oh, I can deal with that. My biggest worry was where I'm going to put my mattress and the rest of it.
Alright, so real talk, if you're not gonna make sure that thing is actually put out.
I didn't hear a word you just said.
Yeah, you cut out.
If you're not gonna make sure it's air wrapped, like wrapped super tightly, you'll get rid of it. You can want bugs.
What if you have a
Yeah,
couch?
that's true.
Same thing.
So just make, yeah, like tightly.
color.
Yes.
Okay.
Wrap it and buy one of the plastic wrapping bags and wrap it in it. Okay, maybe. You get
Well,
that
shit,
buffer.
if we're doubling up, I might not even have to worry about that.
Hey!
I already hate that.
Looks like a lot of us need to find our way.
It's almost like we're putting this to replace it. Windows Defender and it's also online habits is technically the years. How do I install Common Sense? And somebody else posted Windows 10s.
Oh my god. Why be with you? God damn it.
Why be with you?
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, Otto, just get a whole bunch of that wrap shit, and I would
Like
get him.
shrink wrap?
No, yeah, but it's like the moving shrink wrap. I got like a big ass roll of it for like $12 on if you do decide to do this.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Because in all honesty, like if you come up, and July's just a month away, so moving all our shit, it lets us time to move all our shit, get settled in, get like the power and everything get transferred over, and then by the time and have enough money to get this place like cleaned, professionally cleaned, and just you know what I mean?
I'll help you guys out with it.
Yeah, so just whatever, and then we can comfortably stay at our other place. This will be paid for. Yeah, this will be paid for, and we won't really have to worry about anything.
Alright. I'm sorry, that was still.
Why? This is my money. I get to do what I want. It doesn't suck. It's something we wanted to do. It's just easier for us.
I have to tell Brandon.
Listen, when you move, Otto, when you move,
Take
don't
him with
forget
you.
why.
This is such a dick.
I hope you're up
This-
there, because I'm gonna beat your ass.
I'm not up there. I'm in Georgia, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
moving
in-
further away.
He's
I can
American.
beat your ass before I go.
Just shows up at my doorstep. Hey,
Motto.
here's your why.
I brought my switch.
I know what you look like. I've met you before.
Did I? Have I met you?
Yes.
Yes.
I probably have. That party, like, years ago. Dude, I don't fucking remember what party, except for, what's her name?
Dude, I was drunk as shit. I remember what everybody looked like.
Also,
Also
we've been there many times before then,
Yeah.
dipshit.
And I also beat Jamie at Korean chess.
And shot one of our good friends' girlfriend in the face.
Wait, is this you? Are any of these pictures up here?
Which
One of them.
I don't know what you're talking
Not the gay fucking other chase.
posted, you guys were posting pictures back and forth.
Not the ones that Ellie posted. Or Glenn.
Okay, so you're the dude that's got your, dragon content attached
Nerd.
Yeah, because they were telling me I looked like their friend.
Not true.
Dude, this one guy looks kind of like Barry. But, like, not blonde. And with a beard. I miss that dude.
Such an intellectual man.
Oh, I'm sure.
Just
Naughty
like most-
gaming. Do I even want to look at this? Oh, this is that commercial for the game that. I think I did see this.
Are you talking about Stubverse?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that is that one.
Yeah.
Goddamn Subverse.
I honestly am kind of proud they earned so much money off of Kickstarter. I'm just like, holy shit. Yeah, of course there would be that many people interested.
It's just Mass Effect with sex scenes.
Are you actually playing, or are you...
Mass Effect has sex scenes.
No, it's like, oh god, have you seen the commercial for Subverse?
Yes.
For Subverse?
Yeah, he sent us.
Yeah, no, I've seen the commercials. And you can unlock 3 color endings.
Sure.
You gotta watch the commercial, man.
Oh wow, that's fucking not cool.
What?
Dude wearing, I guess, I don't know, I sticker that says my tits might be fake, but my cock is real. That's not convincing.
Is this some first, or are you looking at a different game?
I think it's a different game.
No, it's
Shit.
just me. I'm on a... Jesus Christ. Underneath that is, what's his name doing the confused screaming?
Lord Palpatine. Anakin.
Dude, Asian heads are always weird. Oh my god. Japanese people shouldn't be allowed to make commercials.
That's not true.
Are you kidding me? They make the best commercials.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Just like that
Sometimes.
fucking Saint and chicken ramen thing. God damn, that is the best commercial.
Oh my god!
What?
I gotta pause this. Oh, I'll link it.
Tom and Dawn grace the world with their godly talents, stunning charisma, and overwhelming honesty.
That's not what I was laughing at, but that's good too. This one is like half a second long.
Transformers. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Oh. Fuck.
Blast off! Dude, that kid has permanent problems.
Oh my god.
I'm just wondering how they got a video camera in my room when I was younger. So yeah, Flash Kids is
I'm watching the Transformers right
yeah. I suggest the Apocalypse. Incredible.
now. I'll watch that. Oh, I see it. Oh, they did the Fortnite, the Apex Cooks Fortnite thing
Yeah,
too.
Apex, yeah. Where the guy goes, like, Apex, he looks back at... he like looks back at the window and Apex like slaps up to it with like elongated nipples and goes
And he's like,
That's the whole reason. The whole reason Epic got into making a store. What?
I like this fucking Transformer shit. Alright, hold on a sec. Where's the fucking... What'd you say? The
Furry Apocalypse. Yeah, the furry one. Watch their... It should be like their third video, most recent video.
Alright, give me a second. Yes, please.
brain! I fixed my brain! Guess how long it took for that video monetized?
Oh, like 30 seconds, maybe.
It was like less than 24 hours. They got like a full like 22 hours of monetization before it got demonetized. They also do the making of videos. So like they have the making of Furry Apocalypse and other videos. I guess that's how they get monetized for those videos. It's kind of a clever way around the monetization stuff. Angel, stop playing real quick and watch this. Watch kids.
You guys are gonna hear him laughing in the background. Like in the next room.
I mean, it's a great video. It's fucking awesome. Just like Ninja Wolf. Yes, Buttercup. I'm so happy. You, me, here in Furry Forest.
Furry Forest. What the fuck?
You know, for some reason, like, it didn't even cross my mind that it was a boy, but it was costumes because it's pink.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, alright, we're starting with this then. Skeletor goes too far.
Oh yeah, that one's good too.
Oh shit. Skeletor's a... Oh my god. What the fuck?
I love it because I know exactly what's happening in videos. Angel, you completed a quest. My oats!
I love how, like, at the very end, it says, please don't demonetize this YouTube.
Yeah. It still took him like 20 hours to demonetize them. They actually, like, a month or two ago, opened up a Patreon. They held out this long and tried to survive on their content. Like,
You can, man. Like, you
yeah,
gotta get money
not
for
as an
it.
animator. Not as an animator, especially one that like to, you know, toe the line. You know, like, you have to get crowdfunding to do that shit.
True.
But you know what makes them different from every other YouTuber anime?
What?
They found their why. I mean, obviously they don't do it for money.
No, really not.
Because YouTube fucking demonetizes them.
Oh my god.
So, I decided, without, I didn't tell Trent this, but I decided that I'm not going to play D&D with his group anymore.
Why?
Well, there's the practical reason of they like to start their campaigns at fucking 11
Yeah, fuck
at
that.
night. And not like, even if it's on a weekend, dude, it's like, maybe
No.
yeah. Fucking, on top of that, there's one group member, Billy, who is too high strung about how, like, certain shit that goes down, but he's not consistent.
Wait, who?
So, like, Billy, just,
The dude that from last time?
yeah, him. Playing D&D with him can be fun or a nightmare, depending on the day. So, like,
One of
he'll get
those.
he'll like get too invested and like be a tryhard one day and then like be okay
Not
with